Welcome to the Gransberry Chronicles Weekly Pick'em. It's season 4, and I'm your girl, the Gransberry, also known as the Stadium Queen. I got my awesome 2 co-hosts back. That's right, I got my boy D Jones on the left, and I
What
got
it
my
do?
boy Coach B Pat on the right, known as forever as what? Big Sexy!
No, no.
You know
We
what it
are
is.
back. We are
You know
back.
what it is.
Back. He know what it is. Is not
Nope.
letting up.
Nope.
Look. I'm like. First of all, y'all know I'm so excited to be back. Like
Yeah, man.
overjoyed. Like kind
Yeah,
of like
man.
um on so many levels. It's my nephew's senior year, high school football in full effect. They already got
What
one
it do,
win
Mac?
under the belt. What's up?
I say, what it do, Mac?
Yes. So he now is number 10, Mac 10. But wait, I want to give a little shout out to this little, we got a good little outfit setup going on here. We got you and your Green Bay and your Texans, which I can't never stand you to do together, but I get it. But it's you're coordinating, and then of course I'm representing the Astros right now. And then my boy, he over here got our alumni on. Coach P,
TV.
you know.
You know
We just,
already.
we're coming off a win with the Labor Day Classic, and we're coming off a win, and the Astros in first place. We're just coming off a lot of wins. How about
Yeah.
that? I got my nails matching football and baseball, so I'm in full sports glow, and I'm ready for an exciting time with the Pick'ems challenge. We so far have over 21 people signed up. You still have until tomorrow to sign up. If you feel like you want to sign up after tomorrow and you don't get to pick Thursday night's game, that is on you. But last year, D Jones won. So this year, what we will do is make sure that the host don't count in our winner. Of course, bragging rights, if he wins, he wins. But we're going to actually make sure the first place winner out of our fan base is considered our champ. So, you need to try to, beat the co-host. Now, we all know who is good for the Toilet Bowl Award. It's
Mm.
Coach B Pat, because out of the co-hosts and the host, he came in last place again. He stayed
Again.
entanglement. He likes
Again.
that.
I'm taking chances.
Or he like being on the
Taking
phone.
chances.
I don't know. Maybe he like being on
Taking
the phone.
chances.
It's taking, but guess what? Don't let me start taking it seriously and not taking chances because I will win.
Also, your
Oh, so
chances
that's
are not serious. Is that
I'm
what
taking
you're
it
saying?
serious.
so now all of
Yeah.
a sudden he ain't taking it serious.
I'm taking it serious now. I was taking
Yeah.
chances then. So,
Entanglements.
We're not here for it. So let me have my boy D Jones. Of course, we're not gonna go over all of the games. So I'd like for you to kill those games that we just need to get out the way before we get started tonight.
All right, let's get these out the way. We all picked Atlanta to beat Carolina, Jacksonville to beat Indianapolis, Minnesota to beat Tampa Bay, New Orleans to beat Tennessee. T-Berry is solo. Gransberry is solo with San Francisco over Pittsburgh. We all picked Washington over Arizona. Another solo, Gransberry, Chicago over Green Bay. I'm not sure what she was thinking there. We all picked Denver over Las Vegas. We all picked Philly over New England. We all picked the Chargers over the Dolphins and Seattle over the Rams. That's to get them out the ways. So let's get to the real deal. No, why you didn't pick Green Bay, Chicago? Come on, man. I know
she
Aaron
loves
Rodgers
it.
ain't
She
there,
loves
but we still
Justin
own them.
Fields. She trusts in Justin Fields.
We still own them. I'm just saying. But we ain't talking about that game.
But
We can
wait,
keep
I
going.
gotta go back to. I'm gonna need you to make sure you stay in character when we on the show,
My bad.
because you can't be out here saying my personal nicknames that we
My
use.
bad, man. My bad, sis.
And look, I was on mute, and I was over here like, why is he saying my
What?
So, God
Gransberry, my
God
bad.
saved you. God saved you. He put me on mute. I couldn't even get it out because I was like,
Mhm.
hold
I was
up.
kicking
You might
myself.
not be saving your team this weekend, but he saves you on that. So
All right.
before we get into these games, I just
Shooting slugs early.
I just want to briefly touch on the fact that I was in the presence of greatness in
Mm,
college football this past weekend, and
we saw
I
you.
had the pleasure of enjoying myself and watching TCU versus Colorado, and Colorado getting out of there with an awesome win and an even bigger message on so many levels. The amount of support that was there, it's very clear that people are supporting Dion. And I think someone said it best, and you could disagree. I don't really care. So I'm saying it this way. He said that Dion has the Oprah effect in the football world. And what that means is, but the difference I would say is, Oprah had a lot of people following her in the younger years and going her way on things she's never actually done herself, right? And so the unique thing about, Dion's effect is he's actually done them. So it's really amazes me the amount of negativity that could come from someone who actually did what they are trying to teach. We always talk about the wrong analysts on television, the wrong people writing the articles, but here is someone who actually has lived the work, does the work, teaches the work. So I just enjoyed it all. I won't stay there too long, but I'm looking forward to get back to it again. But for now, I think we can get into the games, but I just had to get that out and off my chest, and it was just a great feeling to see and witness from the football, the love of the kids, the way they acted after the game. And when I say acted, meaning the embracing of the fans, it goes exactly to what Dion said. Well, Coach Prime, let me give him his respect. Coach Prime said in his press conference, which is they all want to, feel good. And so they played good and they was feeling good and they appreciated the people. So speaking on appreciating the people,
Go
well,
Huskers.
I knew he was gonna say it.
oh,
I
I knew
knew
it
it.
was
I knew it.
coming. I'm not cheering for your team this weekend, but that's a different story. But we want to make it clear. Brandon is a diehard Nebraska fan, always has been. This is not some divide or some chance he's taken. But hopefully, he's just a little sad on Saturday.
Just a little bit.
First game up,
Win, lose, or draw. Hey, win, lose, or draw.
sir. There will be no draw. Okay, so
Uh,
but that's fine. Our first game tonight is Detroit versus Kansas City. I'm still struggling with Detroit, and we all know why. Um, because I just I'm not a big golf fan. You know,
Hmm.
she's
I'm a
always been that way.
Yeah, so I understand they built the team. It looks better. All these great things. Um, Outside of the fact that they play in Kansas City, I still just don't. I just don't have it. I just feel like golf is like he just kind of gets you there, and that's all I got for him. So for me, it's definitely KC for obvious reasons. The reigning champions, they at home. Lights are bright, and honestly, even without Kelsey, we already know that this QB can throw to anyone. So it doesn't really matter as long as he has a skilled position player on the field. So I'm going with KC. Coach,
I don't understand why they're putting Detroit in this position on a Thursday night. I mean, they could have picked anybody. I mean, they could have picked one of the rookies, the top rookies there. They could have put the Super Bowl rematch there. Why Detroit? But I mean, I get Detroit's up and coming, even though you don't like Jared Goff. I'm going with the Chiefs.
so before we go to Derek, so I'm I'm going to give my opinion on why they probably didn't. One, you definitely don't want to put the rookie on the opening game.
That's true.
That's you usually you have a great product, so you definitely don't want to stick it out there with the rookie QB. And then secondly, even though some things were already done, obviously before the schedule came out, I think with all of the changes of QBs moving around and the shuffle, they kind of went with two teams with returning quarterbacks because this is probably the largest QB shuffle we've had in a long time in the
Yeah.
NFL. There's usually one or two swaps or whatever, and then drafted QBs. But we had major QB shuffle going on this past off season and end of the year. So I think you just tried to pick two good stable fan bases, and you have to also remember you can't always do a rematch if they're not in line to play each other this year.
That's true.
So
That's true.
that's my
Very
take.
true. Very true. So I'm gonna go with I think they're gonna miss Kelsey. He's listed questionable. They're definitely gonna miss Kelsey, but I think even more so they'll miss Chris Jones on the defensive side of the field. I'm gonna buy into the hype, even though I don't want to do this, and I'm gonna pick Detroit to win this game. I think Kansas City started slow last year, and I think they'll start slow again this year. They're still gonna be Kansas City, but I think they can't keep taking these losses and keep thinking that they can just win on hero ball from Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna go with Detroit on this.
You picked the NFC. What?
Yeah, I
You
did.
picked the
Can you believe
division.
that?
Whoa!
What?
I picked Detroit.
wasn't
Man,
ready. I
hell
wasn't
has
ready.
frozen over. Hell has frozen over. D
for sure.
Jones picked, and
He
then the
picked
Lions of
Patty
all
Mahomes.
teams.
I
Well,
mean,
he'll pick the Lions before he picked the Bears, so I'll give him that. But
Yeah.
dang, the Lions?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, we
okay.
rolling with
I
it.
respect
We rolling
that.
with it.
I guess that's how you stay in first place. You go
I'm
out
just
there on
saying.
your own.
I gotta give
Moving
y'all
on to
chances to catch up.
moving on to game 2, we have Cincy versus Cleveland. This is Deshaun's first full season. Back under the gun, all the reps needed, no games out. So it'll be interesting for him to start the season at home. Is Joe quarterbacking this week?
He was practicing.
Mm,
He
Yeah,
was
but have they
practicing,
said?
but I don't
Yeah.
think I've heard
And
yet.
this is a road
I
game.
completely forgot about the injury too.
Yeah, so this is a road game. I think, there's still enough pieces in Cleveland for them to play the game. And I don't feel like, Joe's going to be in full rhythm yet. I wouldn't push it, but if they feel like they have to, such a competitive division, I'm still going to give it to the home team this week. There.
Okay. This is one of those that can definitely change throughout the week for me. Because I think the starting quarterback does matter. So as long as Joe is out there, I'm gonna pick Cincinnati.
Okay.
Like I say, if this changes, if he ends up not playing, don't look at me twisted if I go in the app and change this back to Cleveland. But for the sake of the show today,
the Gransberry Switch special. Gransberry Switch special.
Gransberry definitely is good for changing in the app. If the game haven't started, I'm free to change my mind at any time.
So yeah.
Men do it every day.
Here we go. That's on you, coach.
Leo,
coach.
Men do it every day.
Leo's.
Don't get me started on Leo.
Don't get us started.
Make your pick. We don't even have enough time in the slot to get on.
I'm pulling the same thing Derek is pulling. I'm gonna go with the Bengals as long as Joe is playing. If Joe's not playing,
well, I thought Joe was playing when I made
if Joe's not playing, Deshaun can't lose this game. If Joe's not playing, can he?
He can.
He can. It won't look good.
But I actually thought he wasn't playing, so that's why I picked the Browns. I know he's practicing, but I didn't know if he was starting.
Get it. I'm gonna go. Forget it. I'm gonna go Browns. I'm gonna go Bengals. No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
I mean, that's fine. Take your chance. Who they back up though?
Oh okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay, we can go.
If I knew the backup, that'd be something different.
Yeah. That might help. That's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. So our next game is Dallas versus the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
and they're in New York. I still think that Mac mm, Jones is Jones, and so Dallas. I don't even have anything to say about these people. Yeah, I know I'm not. I'm not a Dallas fan. I'm not a Giants fan, but Dallas.
You definitely ain't no Jones
Why do
fan
you have that
either.
word? Why can't we just say Dallas? Because I don't even say that word.
You want me? I can change the graphic.
Yeah, change the graphic. That make that the
Change the
last
graphic.
week we put that up there.
Starting next week, we will have
Hey,
just Dallas on there.
Yeah,
hey,
Brandon.
what it say? Whatever you say, boss. What it say? I don't have
Brandon.
too much to say.
I
Yeah, go ahead, B.
it's first of all, is Saquon Barkley out or is he? Did he sign?
Yeah, he
Hmm,
signed.
he
He
did
signed.
sign. Hmm.
He back.
I'm going to go with Dallas reluctantly because I don't like Daniel Jones. Never did. So
I just want to call the dude Mac Jones, and I know that's not his name. It's just Jones. And look,
Return of the Mac.
don't take it
Yeah.
this way, Derek, but Jones just does nothing for me. So
You talking about Daniel Jones? You not talking about the real D Jones. You talking about Daniel Jones.
D
Real
Jones
D
is a
Jones,
boy,
stand up.
y'all. You know,
D
Maybe.
Jones.
we only
All right,
talking in the football world.
for sure. I ain't got nothing to say about it. It's the Cowboys.
Okay, great. I'm glad we could
Yeah,
all move on peacefully from that because
yeah.
it is what it is. But you know what? I would like to, distract from a little bit from an ex cowboy. Uh I I I did like Elliot's chain.
Oh, that was dope.
I thought
That
that
was
was
dope.
that
That
was
was
a
dope.
pretty dope chain. If you haven't seen it, you can, check that out on social media for yourself. And then we have Houston versus Baltimore. Look, I'm totally excited for the new season. I'm definitely thrilled about the new quarterback, but I will not be a foolish homer and try to think that we have all the right pieces just yet, grooving along to pick my team. So I will be picking Baltimore, but I will be present at the game. So my loyalty is still with them. And that tells you that if I believe that they will lose and I will still travel to see them, my loyalty is real. I just believe that we haven't had enough front line work together that even if our defense could keep us in the game, I just don't know what we have offensively. I don't feel like we have like we would lose the game. Like, my G's, I feel like they would lose your game. My Garoppolos, my Goffs, that's how I felt. They
My
you
jeez.
could, you could be in a good
Jeez. She
position
said my jeez.
and they would lose it. But I don't feel like that way about Stroud. I just feel like I don't know yet. I know we got Pierce. I just don't know.
Yeah.
So with me not knowing, I think we could cover the spread, but I think we'll take a loss. Coach.
Baltimore's at home. Lamar is going to be a little bit excited coming back off the injury. New OC. That might be the saving grace for the Texans defense, but they're going to have to figure that out. But I'm with you on the O line patchwork that the Texans have had to do the last month, and even today, putting
Last
Howard
week.
on the that last week, and then even today you put Titus Howard on the 4 week IR. So you're talking about you losing 3/5 of your offensive line, and Baltimore's defense is going to be Baltimore's defense. So I'm like you, it's going to be a close one. I think the Texans are going to lose this one to the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, unfortunately, I agree with you guys as far as the final outcome. But there are a lot of unknowns in this game. Of course, what you've already stated with the Texan offense, but even on the Baltimore side of the ball, they have a new OC that's used to more of an air raid type offense. So I look to see the Texans at least get 2 picks in this game. But I just think the questions on offense is going to probably be the downfall. I think, like you said, Gransberry, they'll probably cover the spread. I think it'll be a competitive game. I will be with you in Baltimore, adding another
Oh, yeah,
stadium
that's
to
right.
to
That's
my
right.
check. So
Oh,
so yeah, so I haven't had good success as far as winning on my visits on the road. So I think it continues, and I'll just be there for the experience. But yeah, I think the Texans show up as far as making this game competitive and not an embarrassment. But in the end, I think Baltimore has one more point than the Texans.
Well, 1 point gets you
That's
to
all it
win.
takes. That's all it takes.
All it takes. So, just to keep you guys abreast, because we are live, the Astros are up 2-1 because Alvarez homered already in the first inning. So 2-1 Astros. Let's go for the sweep, guys. Let's go for the sweep. So anyway, our game of the week. Oh, wait. Oh, do I want to go there yet? I do. Before I go there, I want to, because we do have a lot of Texans fans. If you are coming, to Baltimore and you've never been, make sure you hang out by the pier. You get you some good crab, and if you have time, catch the train up to DC and visit the museums. Just try to have a good time, especially since it'll be much cooler in Baltimore than it
Hey, man.
is here. So
Facts.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, going back to Saturday at the game. Y'all know I have been to tons of stadiums, right? Indoor, outdoor, whatever. And I've done 7-on-7 everywhere outside in the heat. I have never, ever, ever been at a game so hot. I don't think I've ever been that hot in my life. I lost 3 pounds sitting at the game, literally 3 pounds.
Y'all stood or y'all sat?
Both. I would say mostly I stood because I was in the end zone.
Yeah.
And so I'm active at the game, but I've just never been that hot. So I am so thrilled to be going to Baltimore this weekend that I'm just thrilled to get something that says an 8 on the thermostat, and that's the outside temperature.
That's the high.
And not when I'm asleep.
Start
right?
with an 8 and I end it with the 8.
Right. Well, because the thing is, we get an 8, but we sleep, right? Because it's not even it's still 100 at 8 p.m. So it's like you get 85 at 3 a.m. That's it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I felt like we've been living in Phoenix. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the game of the week. Buffalo versus the Jets. Again, this game, it could have been your Thursday night season opener, but I think they always try to lead with your champion and give your champion first bite of the Thursday night game. So that's probably more than likely why this one is your game of the week game. And so for me, I understand, Aaron, and they've been, hard knocks and all that great stuff. But I think again it goes to pieces. I believe Aaron is who he is, but when you put pieces and consistency, I'm still gonna stick with Allen on the road. Ironically, with all the success they have at home, they're a really good road team.
Yeah.
And so
they travel well too.
We know. We all know the chant very well. But at the same time, I'm going with the Bills. Coach?
I am. This is going to be an interesting game. I mean, because we really don't have anything to go off of with the Jets or how they're going to run their stuff because Aaron basically didn't play he played in the last preseason game, but he didn't play and all the stuff. And then on top of that, they didn't really do many joint practices off of that as well. So and then you come back and you got Josh Allen, and they got a little bit of so-called drama with Diggs that was going on earlier in the offseason. And then you got Aaron Rodgers having a whole new set of wide receivers. But that's never been his problem in messing with young receivers. I mean, because you got Wilson and you got people with that. But with that, I think I see it's going to be a decent game. And like you said, it could have been a Thursday night game and just flip flop the Thursday and Monday games, but whatever. But I'm going to go with the home team on this one. The Jets, they're gonna be excited. You're gonna have the fireman with this hat on, screaming Jets, Jets, Jets. It's gonna be a very well played game, hopefully, and it'll be I'll say Jets only because they're at home, even though it's not far from Buffalo.
Mm.
Yeah, and I mean, we all found out in our trip to Buffalo. Buffalo travels even to their home game, so they're gonna travel to New Jersey to see this game. I'm with Gransberry on this one. And you know, I'm a truther for Aaron Rodgers, but he got to show me before I believe that they're gonna take over that division. That division is a tough division, leading with Buffalo. And we ain't even talking about Miami or anybody, you know, New England's New England. But even with the turmoil and the the so-called drama with Diggs or whatever.
And now you got the head coach being the DC. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the Jets got you know a new OC. We got to see what they look like. They can definitely come out gunning. And running off this high, but right now, until they show me something different, I'm gonna still go with Buffalo to win this game.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and you know, I get where you're going, Brandon. I think that's just the thing. Like, there's not a doubt about whether or not Aaron is still a good quarterback or anything like that.
Yeah.
But we do remember that when he didn't have the receiving core he wanted, how he would pitch himself to the public about what his discord was, but it wasn't seeming that he was making the attempt to mesh with the receivers, and we still don't know if that's the case. But you know, of course, Dwayne, he likes to be outrageous with his picks. It's like Brandon, and he's going with Jets will accept the Bills. I don't know if this is one of his outrageous picks or he thoroughly believes in himself, but go ahead, Dwayne, Mr. Sheagle.
Is it considered an upset?
I will say this. Just because I'm picking the Jets, I don't think just because I'm picking the Jets, I don't think they're gonna win the division. I still think it's Buffalo's division to win more, and then you got Miami and you got Miami, New England, whatever. But I'm gonna go. But what I'm saying is it's just that one game thing, and you know, and I'll flip flop when Buffalo plays at home against them. So
we know you're a flip flop. You like entanglements, but Dwaylen,
I don't like it.
Dwaylen.
What up, Crosby?
Dwaylen. He's a Rangers fan, so you know we'll just let him have something.
And they taking an L because Brantley just hit a home run. So yeah,
I know.
Uncle Mike back.
Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike.
Read the room, Dwaylen. Read.
And you know it's bad when Maldy's hit and just got another hit. So yeah.
Yeah. So anywho, you know, we did the show a little early this week. We will be on later throughout the season. And so if you missed us earlier, we've already went through the games. You are welcome to the replay. Don't forget, you can sign up for our weekly Pick'em. It is still sign up time through tomorrow. All the information is on my page. Yes, it's free to play. I give out prizes every week. And so you are free to do it. Dwaylen, I think you're new to this. And what you must remember is whose name is on the show. The Gransberry Chronicles, which means the Gransberry can talk about whatever she wants. And you can choose to listen or not. But I run this show.
Please do, though.
So you know. But
surprised he ain't say nothing when we picked the Cowboys.
He wasn't here. Yeah, we already picked your little team, okay? We already picked your little team. All right. Oh no. See, all of y'all want to show up now. All you little Dallas people want to show up. You playing the Giants. You should win. Talk to me when y'all play Philly. Like I said,
we did start early. We started early.
I don't have anything against your team in Dallas. You just can't beat Philly.
I take my shit.
Right. And when I say you can't beat Philly, let's be clear. You can beat Philly in the season. I'm saying you will not beat Philly in the playoffs.
You got
Oh,
Miss Lou on you. You
I
got
got
Miss
Miss
Lou.
Lou. You
You
know, I
got
got to
Miss
put up
Lou.
for Miss
You woke
Lou.
Miss Lou up.
Shout out to Miss Lou. I can't say nothing now because
I
Miss
was about
Lou
to
can
say.
say what she
I was
wants.
about to say what Miss
Miss
Lou
Lou,
say
you win.
goes.
Shout out to our sports writer Brian Bearfield. We see you checking us out. We know you keep it busy. What up, Big Sarge? We know you busy, so we appreciate you for just stopping in and gracing us with your
Cowboys fan too.
Yeah, he is, but he leaving all that alone right now. He trying to do his thing, so we ain't gonna bother him. He didn't say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. So, but no, seriously though, I have. Wait, y'all, I lost my words because the Wayland is over here talking about he hoped the Texans have a surprise season the Rangers had. First of all, sir, the Rangers season is not over and they're out of the playoffs as it stands. So if that's the season you're trying to talk about, we don't want it. We don't want it. Okay. Because that's nothing to talk about. That's your problem. Y'all was on brag level with nothing but some games ahead because you haven't been there. Probably the last time you was there, you didn't have your last 2 kids. So it wasn't even nothing to talk about, dude.
She in mid-season form, dude.
Don't get me started.
She coming in hot. She
Don't
coming
get me
in hot.
started. Don't come in with your drama because I
Coming
got
in
you.
hot.
I got you. Order in the court. I got you. But Brian, yes, we started early today. We'll be back next week. We'll be on a little later. We'll be on at 8 next week. You know what that means, D. We got to talk about Verlander night off camera.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, like I was saying, you can still sign up for the weekly pick'em. Okay.
It's
And
Monday.
huh? What's
He's
wrong
pitching Monday. He's pitching Monday.
It's something else. We're talking about something else.
We're talking about something else. Yeah.
Okay.
But I appreciate you, for looking out for us. So I appreciate you. Sir, when you get back in the postseason conversation, DeWayland, we'll talk to you. Just get back in the conversation.
That's enough.
Focus on that. Just that. All right.
Let's get
Anywho, we want to thank y'all for joining us. Y'all are really fun. So y'all make sure y'all come back next week at 8. Don't come in at the end with all this Dallas stuff. The Dallas show been off the news. Been off the networks for years, just like y'all team. So anyway, B, tell the folks where they can find you at so we can get out of here.
Bro, she cold. Oh, I don't even think
Shoot.
I put that on.
Can you stop watching the game, Brandon, and tell the people where they can find you?
You said D. You didn't say you said B.
She said B all day.
Oh, okay.
For sure said B.
B is for boy, Brandon.
Coach, whatever. Coach B Pat, you can hit me up on X, formerly known as Twitter.
Oh, I got a new
name. X, formerly known as Twitter. You can hit me on Coach B Pat on Instagram with 2 T's, and then also that's it.
I gotta update my graphic for you, bro.
You gotta do a whole lot for that.
You got new entanglements going on, bro.
You got too many entanglements.
I got no.
You know what?
I just no entanglements. And no entanglements over here.
We're not posting your OnlyFans, though, bro. We're not going to post your OnlyFans.
Oh, no, I don't do that. No,
say, dog.
Don't do that.
Say,
I don't do that.
I need you to change the logo on our group chat so you can make sure you only text the group chat.
Hey.
We'll talk about that next week.
No.
They got to hear about it. We need an update. We need an update. Follow your boy D Jones, that boy D Jones on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, or on Instagram, that boy D. Jones. Holla at your boy. Gransberry, where they at?
Oh man, I'm at the Gransberry. I just keep it real and I keep it simple. If you know my name, you know where I'm at. Anyway, you can catch me this week. As you know, the order came out. I get all of what I want. I could be at any stadium, any weekend. This week is Baltimore. So, if you want to follow my travels and see what's up, I got you. Just don't ask me no stupid questions, stupid things, because I will have the worst answer for you. Okay? All right. Catch y'all next time. Peace.